Welcome guys to my third Bitcoin vlog, and it turns out it's a day of dread. I mean red. Hey everybody, 8-Bit Dave here, sitting amongst the sea of red, as today was definitely a down day in the cryptocurrency markets overall. There was a lot of news that came out today, and I wanted to go over some of it. So let's get started. Number one, I wanted to talk about Tether. Second, Facebook bans crypto. Third, South Korean regulators pump new rules. Fourth, German regulators issue cease and desist orders for an exchange in Berlin. 5, Philippines announces new laws are in the works. So, looking at Tether, Bloomberg is reporting that the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission has sent subpoenas to both Bitfinex and Tether. Neither have a comment at the moment. Also, Tether was undergoing an audit process, and it has announced that it will be dropping its auditor. Now, this is a point of concern, as they claim they have $3 billion US sitting in accounts to back up the 3 billion Tether that are floating out there. Hence, we could trade the Tether as if it were a US dollar. Now, this is a complicated thing to audit, in all honesty, and I don't know what will happen going forward if Tether or some other token or coin will have an auditor where we can use a fiat currency in this kind of marketplace. The problem with auditing something like this is it's very similar to an engineer or an architect stamp. Essentially, whoever does audit something like Tether, they got to put their reputation on the line and say these books are okay. And history has shown us that when you screw something like that up, if you audit somebody and you say, yeah, everything's great, people don't trust you going forward, and in this world, reputation's all you got. Let's go to our second news article, Facebook. Today, Facebook announced a ban on Bitcoin ads, crypto ads, and any kind of ICO advertisements. So this will obviously affect the space, as a lot of people get into it based on advertising, and I don't know to what extent the ads are banned. Like, would I be able to advertise my channel, 8-Bit Dave, talking about cryptocurrency on Facebook? I don't know. So, the good news is there are other ecosystems springing up, such as Steemit and DTube, and so more and more there's going to be a divergence going forward between those who stand behind crypto and work with it, for better or worse, and those who don't. Item number 3. Because of heated markets, South Korea has enacted new legislation as follows. They banned foreign traders from using South Korean exchanges. Well, honestly, that's kind of part of the problem, is a failure of arbitrage. When you looked at the South Korean exchanges, CoinMarketCap had actually removed them for determining the average price of Bitcoin, because there was such a high demand and there wasn't enough arbitrage. I don't know how banning foreign traders in your market is going to help that. It's just going to keep driving up the price locally. Also, the other thing that the South Korean government enacted was all accounts for cryptocurrency trading have to be linked to a bank account so they can track your movements. This includes a ban on privacy coins. Now, I don't know how exactly they intend on enforcing something like this. You can ban privacy coins all you want, but how the heck are you going to prove who owns them and who doesn't? And how are you going to stop people from trading on other exchanges? All you have to do is fire up a session of Tor, and you can encrypt your internet connection, and away you go, trading anywhere you want from behind a VPN. Honestly, legislation like this shows that the South Korean government is ignorant. They don't really care about their people. and they're just trapped in the old ways of thinking. And honestly, don't give me this baloney about protecting the average person. Anybody in this space should be technical to begin with. And if you are speculating, well, as we all know, you should only be speculating with money you're willing to lose in the first place. Stifling innovation and having all kinds of regulations, whether you can enforce them or not, is just ridiculous. My fourth article. German regulator BaFin has ordered a stop to the crypto exchange GmbH. So currently BTCnow.de is down. Now they are looking into perhaps there was some allegations of some misconduct there. So we'll see what this eventually does turn up. I went to the website myself and it is down. Fifth, the Philippines announced today that it will be bringing in regulations into the crypto space with a heavy focus into ICOs as they are concerned about people being scammed. So more regulation in the works overall. Now, one thing we got to consider on a day like today, Bitcoin has been dropping, and honestly, you'll probably go down a little further. But you have to understand is, look at where it came from. A few years ago, it was barely worth anything. And even now, today, it's still worth around $10,000 US. Anytime you have a massive spike in the price like we had in the last year, you're going to expect a retracement. It's just going to happen. It always has happened, and it will happen again. The first time Bitcoin hit over 1,000, it dropped down to 250. The first time it hit 100, it dropped down as well. The first time it hit 30, it dropped back down to $1. This is just the pattern. Bitcoin will find average trading range, and it does so slowly, and it does so with volatility. So going forward, if you are holding Bitcoin, I wouldn't worry about it. Now again, I'm not a financial advisor, and personally I don't have a price prediction for it, but for my small portfolio, I'll be holding on to some Bitcoin as always. Now looking forward towards my next couple of videos, I have two coming up. First one is an update on CRS, or Criptoreal. Now, they're going to be doing a coin swap and changing from the Lira 2 revision 2 algo to a different one and supplying master nodes. Now, I talked about CRS in my last video, and after the swap happens and the hard fork, I'll produce another video and I'll discuss what happened there. The other thing that I've been researching and want to have a discussion on is Ether and the switch to POS. Now, for a while it was in the news relentlessly, and now it's not something that's talked about as much. There are the two forks, the Ethereum Classic and the regular Ethereum, and it looks like Ethereum still wants to head into the direction of a proof of script system, while Ethereum Classic has already forked out and got rid of the POS bomb or mining bomb, the difficulty bomb in their chain. Well everyone, thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to posting my videos about CRS and the switch over to a new algorithm, as well as adding masternodes, along with Ethereum and their switch over to POS. Have a good evening.